Hello and welcome to Soul Sparkle Sunday. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm Sherry Nichols. And hey, if you suffer from depression, what I'm going to share with you today is really, really powerful and has the ability to really shift your life in a very impactful way. So I was just listening to one of Wayne Dyer's old programs, and one of the things that he shared was a study that they had done where they had discovered that there is, the neurotransmitter in the brain that is responsible, that has a chemical that's responsible for feeling good, and that's serotonin. And that there's a way that we can increase that serotonin in our life, and that if you suffer from depression, that your levels are probably on the low side of that. So what's the solution? The solution that they discovered in their study was kindness. And I love this idea for all of us because it's so simple. And sometimes we're looking for things as far as ways to solve problems in our lives. We're looking for things that sound hard or complicated. We often overlook the things that are just really simple. But this solution proved through the studies and the research to provide incredible information about what happens to people when they are receiving an act of kindness. What they found is that not only did their serotonin levels, increase, but so did their immune system strengthen. And I think in today's world, we are all looking for ways to not only be happier, but to have our immune system strengthened. Absolutely. So the other thing that they discovered in the study was that not only did the person receiving the act of kindness have these results, but the person who was the giver also experienced increased serotonin and increased immune support and strengthening. The most really amazing and magical part of that study was that they also discovered that an observer who was in the field of this act of kindness, who was observing, who was watching, who was seeing this act of kindness, also received those benefits of the increased serotonin, providing that feel-good feeling, and the increased immune support. So whether you're receiving, giving, or observing, you're gaining all those wonderful attributes that are happening. Your brain is creating more serotonin, and you're experiencing more of that feel good. And the other thing that he had talked about that I wholeheartedly agree with is that he talked about it's really when we want to feel good. When we're not feeling good, we're not connected to that source that is breathing us, and I call that God. And he talked about how the word good and God, the only difference is one O, and that when you're connected to God, you feel good. When you feel good, you're connected to God or the source that is breathing you. And that's where we always want to be. We want to be in that place of feeling good. So if you're not in that space, that there's some disconnection happening for you. And so a good way, an easy way, a simple way, absolutely no cost way to get back there is through kindness. Think about 9/11 when that happened. It was absolutely horrible for those of you, all over the world. But I'll never forget it, absolutely never forget it. And I remember just being glued to the TV and think about all the people that started showing up, bringing water to the firemen, and the fire stations all over the country showing up. There was a fire truck that drove all night from, I think it was Ohio or Iowa, that drove all night and arrived in Manhattan to help out and to go into those burning buildings and do whatever they could, just acts of kindness. And as we watched that, sitting in our own living rooms, watching that on TV, we felt good. We felt good to be observing that. So, because it also showed altruism and just moving back into thinking about other people and being in that space of goodness. And that makes you feel good. Alex Huxley, the last thing he said about life was that if we wanted to solve the problems of the world, all we had to do was to all show a little more kindness. That's powerful. That's huge. So, and it all starts with us. So I invite you to think about a way that you can add this into your life. And whether that be that you're the giver, whether that be that you're looking for ways to notice and observe these acts of kindness, but include it in your life and see, just do an experiment with it. And I invite you to just do a 7-day experiment with it and see how it impacts your life. And so if you like this video, please like it. If you feel like the message was something that you would like to share, please share it. It has been my privilege and honor to be here with you today and to share this really super valuable information on how we can all improve the quality of our lives, be happier and be healthier. Bye now.